Yes, people, what is happening? You're very welcome back to Leeds Bros. Hope everybody's keeping and doing well. And this is your Daniel Farke press conference reaction. Bit of a mixed bag for Leeds United, but get straight into it. Team news is, and really good news, BOGLE is okay. So we can all breathe a sigh of relief. It was just a bruised toe. So he has been in training all this week and he is available for the game against Bournemouth on Saturday, which is absolutely fantastic news. Brilliant, absolutely. I think we're all holding our breaths on this one. Another bit of good news, Dan James is back in team training as well. It's obviously going to depend on how fit he is, if he's going to be available and for any part, can he take any part in the game against Bournemouth on Saturday. Bad side of it is Lucas Perry is still out injured. He hasn't been training yet. He's doing his own kind of personal training, but Daniel Farke has alluded that he will be out till after the international break. So you're going to see Darren start the nets on the weekend against Bournemouth and against Spurs at home. And I'm absolutely delighted with that. It's been a massive topic of conversation over the last couple of days. If Lucas Perry is to come back in, will Daniel Farke throw him straight back in? Or should he stick with Darren? So Darren again has the chance to impress over the next two games. And he's taken his chance fantastically well. So not a major one, this one, but obviously just disappointed to see Lucas Perry is struggling with the injury at the minute. And another bit of bad news, GNONTO is going to be out for this game as well, and maybe till after the international break, Daniel Farke did say as well. And it is that calf injury that's given him a little bit of trouble. He has been struggling, he hasn't been training as well, so he's more or less out of this game against Bournemouth. So that is the team news completely wrapped up. So yeah, definitely a bit of a mixed bag in there. Brilliant news about Dan James and BOGLE, obviously that right hand side that were so good for Leeds United in the Championship last season. And obviously not great news about Lucas Perry and GNONTO. Daniel Farke was asked then about the set-piece coach situation at Ellen Road. It's something that we've all been speaking about as fans. We've been talking about at Leeds Bros, literally just our live stream the other night. Myself and Dylan talked about the set-piece coach and the routines that we're seeing from Leeds United this season. And he was asked, has he got a set-piece coach there? And he said, it's Edmund Reamer from within. So his assistant coach, Edmund Reamer, does take the set pieces. And there is two members of his staff that has been promoted to look after the set pieces. But he doesn't really believe in the set-piece coach hype. This is what Daniel Farke said, that he likes to take responsibility to kind of oversee it all. He lets Edmund Reamer look after it, set it up, but overall he takes the responsibility of it, and the players take the responsibility while they're taking the set pieces. For me, look, it's not a big deal, I think nowadays there's a lot of this kind of hype, as what Farke said, around kind of set-piece coaches, and you need a name, and you need who's their set-piece coach and who's looking after them. For me, it doesn't really make a great deal of difference. Once they're doing well, once they're attacking and defending them, who cares? Anyone can be looking after them, and once the players are doing it correctly and we're getting benefits from them, and we've seen that from Leeds United, we've really improved on attacking and defending set pieces so far this season. So long may that continue. It's something that we haven't seen from Leeds United over the last couple of seasons, so it's great to see that as well. He was asked as well a lot about individual players and how he thinks that they're getting on, and he was asked about Dominic Calvert-Lewin and his performances so far, and he said that he's on a really good path at the minute and he has great attitude. I think every press conference through the season I'm going to hold my breath about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We all know his injury record, but he said he's on a really good path, that he is helping out the younger players, and he did mention Harry Gray in particular, which is fantastic. Harry Gray having someone of Dominic Calvert-Lewin's experience, giving him the know-how, all that bags of Premier League experience that he has, I think is absolutely fantastic. He said he takes responsibility in the dressing room as well, and he's physically in a really good shape, and he's going to be an important player for us this season and beyond, which is fantastic there. So hopefully we can keep Calvert-Lewin fit. Daniel Farke seems to be really excited about the prospect of keeping him fit and seeing what he can do for Leeds United this season, and I am as well. So yeah, really good news about Calvert-Lewin, and looking forward to seeing him against Bournemouth this weekend as well. The situation as well about Sebastian Borneo, we've all been asking it as Leeds fans over the last couple of weeks. We brought Sebastian Borneo in, little over 5 million in the transfer window, and he hasn't been in the match day squad. So we was asked this, what's happened with Sebastian Borneo, hasn't made the last couple of squads. Daniel Farke went on to say that he feels sorry for him that he hasn't made the squad, and that it hurts him that he can't put into the squad, and that he has been very unlucky, and it's purely just for the benefit of the team. He spoke about the partnership with Rodon and Stroke, that they've been solid, and he has his backup centre-half there in Hakabiyal, who obviously hasn't got it broken into this Leeds United team just yet. And I can understand where Farke is coming from with this. If you have two centre-halves sitting on the bench, when you already have a centre-half there, you're kind of losing out a little bit then for more attacking players. So I can understand where Daniel Farke is coming from. And it's just purely down to Sebastian Bournemouth to keep fighting it and bide his time and work his way into this Leeds United side. Look at still early days. We know there's going to be injuries when the Christmas period comes as well, and that hectic schedule. You're always going to pick up a couple of injuries. We know Pascal Struijk, he's one that we've seen over his career at Leeds United. He always seems to get injured. You'd expect Huckabee all then to step in there, and then Bournemouth then can work his way then onto the bench then from that. So he's just going to have to bide his time, Sebastian Bournemouth, over the next couple of weeks. He was asked then about Noah Okafor, a player that I've been vocal about on the channel that I really like. I think he's our most creative player. I'm expecting big things out of Noah Okafor this season. I really am. I think he's going to fly the flag in that creative side of the pitch for Leeds United. But he was asked about his goal and how he thinks he's performed, and he gave him a little bit of criticism. He went on to say that he's a decent dribbler, he's good at going past players, but he needs to adapt to the Premier League game. He went on to say with his back to goal, he needs to be stronger, and his success rate dribbling has to be better. He needs to find times to pick better chances when to take the risks. And I agree with him well, and we all know this as Leeds fans. We've seen this from Noah Okafor, haven't we? And it was big against Wolves when every time he was knocking the ball past his player and he kept losing the ball. And Wolves' goal was a prime example of that. He gets the ball in our half, tries to flick it past the player and doesn't win the race. The ball gets nicked. Now, look, you have an argument there that Sean Longstaff doesn't track his runner, but when you're losing the ball like that in your half, you can't really be doing that in the Premier League because you are going to get punished. But we've seen this from Somerville. I remember when Daniel Farke came in, this was very much like Somerville's style of play, very much trying to knock the ball past the defender, holding onto the ball too long, not strong enough, losing out on it too easy, and the player that Daniel Farke turned Somerville into. So hopefully he continue the same thing with Noah Okafor as well. And as I said, I think he's a really, really exciting player. For me, he's probably the most exciting player in this team. As soon as he gets the ball, he's going to get people up off their seats and bums off seats, and that's exactly what you want. It's the type of player that I like. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Daniel Farke can do with Noah Okafor across the course of this season. He was asked a little bit as well about Sean Longstaff, his performances as well, and he obviously had a great game against Newcastle United. He was alluded to will he stay in the team against Bournemouth. He didn't really give anything away with that, but he was happy with Sean Longstaff. He said ultimate professional, loads of Premier League experience, gives us another option. And then he also spoke then a little bit then about Ilya Gruev, that he's been unlucky that he just has such a selection in that midfield. And I think it's fantastic to see that we have them options in midfield, with good options in midfield last season in the Championship, and it's going to be even more important in the Premier League this season as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video, lads. Short and to the point. This will be a feature going forward, lads, for the press conference before every game as well. Short and sharp, to the point. I'm one of them where I hate sitting listening to all the press conference because we know we get asked some horrendous questions. So hope you like it. It's going to be short, to the point. I'm in my work van today on my lunch break doing this. So hopefully going forward I'll be able to do it in a little bit better surround us. So I hope you did enjoy the video, guys. And as what Daniel Farke says, we are a newly promoted side. So keep yourself grounded. That's all we got the whole press conference. He kept saying it, the same word, newly promoted side. So he's really drumming that into us as Leeds fans. But that is it for your press conference reaction, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. There's loads of content on Leeds Bros over the last couple of days, so make sure you do go check it out. I am heading over to Leeds as well tomorrow for the Bournemouth game. Good bit of content coming out there as well. So I hope you do enjoy it, guys. Give the video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And we're chasing down 4,000 subscribers here on Leeds Bros. I think we're about 250 subscribers away from it. So if you can, hit that subscribe button for us, guys. But that's it from me. Mind yourselves. Mind each other. Catch you in the next one.